Good evening. It is February 1st, and this is the meeting of the Board of Library Trustees. And we know that Chris Aslin will not be attending tonight's meeting. She had a family matter to attend to, and we're still waiting on Mark Rombacher. But we do have a quorum, so we shall proceed with our regular meeting. First on the agenda, as always, is public participation. We turn to Sam and hear that there was nothing. Very good, okay. As for correspondence, oh, I'm sorry, you're not public participation. This 6:30 start time has thrown me a little bit. Okay, any correspondence that is of note? Okay, then. Looking at Henry's meeting minutes from last time around, were there any corrections, edits? Henry, the only thing that I saw on the second page under the fundraising committee report, you have both Katie and I as attending an MBLC meeting.
Yes.
I'm not sure, yeah, I think we attended that fundraising committee meeting, right? You were there that night too, the last time around, or was it just me?
I don't think I was there at the
Oh,
last
okay.
one, but I don't think I was there.
I'm not sure what that refers to, Henry. That one line there. I attended the fundraising committee meeting.
Okay. I remember I had a little confusion on what it was that
Okay.
you guys were talking about
Okay.
that night. I can get my notes, they're not here unfortunately.
That's okay.
Bring them tonight, But
I think that's,
do we drop that?
if it's a fundraising committee report, you wouldn't be going to the MBLC.
Right, I mean, with respect to under that heading, the only thing, the library mini golf program was discussed. That was the bulk of the meeting, and that's absolutely accurate. I'm just, I was confused about that, just that one line. Katie and I have attended American Library Association trainings, and Katie's talked to MBLC people, and so.
I remember being
So
confused about
we
this
make a,
one,
we make a
so-
motion.
Okay.
So we
I
make a
think
mo-
I may have been at this meeting. I think I was there.
Okay, all right. Maybe if we just were to edit out MBLC and put the there instead, would that be okay?
All right,
All
and
right.
just,
I'm good with that.
are you there also?
We were,
Both
yes.
of you,
Yes, we
okay.
were, yep.
And on page 4, Mark's name is mentioned twice. So we just need to admit one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's see. Mr. Rombacher, Mr. Rombacher.
Yeah.
And it probably makes sense
I know how I
to
do
edit out
that.
the very first one, because it sounded
Yeah.
like Chris and Sam would be the ones
Oh, wait a minute. Was
to,
that Mrs. Rombacher by chance?
Yes. Could be.
okay. I didn't hear anyone but Chris and Sam discuss.
She was here and did speak.
Oh, no, she absolutely was, but with respect to the PowerPoint project update for the BOS, I think it was just Sam and Chris were gonna work on it.
Okay.
I don't think Mark was planning on working on it, just Sam and Chris. So I think you can actually cut out both, you can double excise Mr. Rombacher from those,
Okay.
that
Okay.
line.
All right.
And another
Thank you.
thing that I just wanted to say in general to the board is that Henry did bring to my attention that we might be really familiar with, Amy Tarlow Lewis or other people who might be sitting here. And if I say, oh, go ahead, Amy, that really puts Henry at a disadvantage if he doesn't know Amy. So if we can make sure that anyone who's for public participation either identify themselves clearly for the record.
Actually, they should by name and street.
Yes, they should. And perhaps to even
Yeah.
spell out their name if it's
Right.
something complicated.
No, that's a good idea. Good suggestion.
I don't think it is incumbent on Henry to have to search out through, various emails or phone calls, who's who and what's what. So if we can
Yeah,
be
can't
clear
know
during the
everybody.
meeting so that the minutes are easy enough to compile thereafter, I think we should make an effort to
That'd
do
be a
that.
big help, I think.
Yeah, and we would like you to have a not so challenging time doing what we consider a very challenging job. So with respect to the minutes, were there any other comments?
I had none, so I'll move to accept the minutes of January 18th as amended.
All in favor?
I second it.
Oh, sorry, right, gotta have one of those. Now that we've, have a motion, which has been seconded, is there any further discussion to accept the minutes as amended? No? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, David, treasurer's report, is there anything new from 2 weeks ago?
Are we down today? We're down to that? Oh, yes, we are.
We are.
Okay, so, I'd like to make note that there was some confusion here in the last week or so about different funds being used for different things, but that's all being worked out, I see. Okay, so, things may have changed, but as of this afternoon, the MMDT regular balance is negative $252.89, which I understand is probably going to get changed pretty quick.
Hope so.
Yes. And the building fund is $389,398.43 as of today.
Wow, great. Okay.
Yeah, as far as that transfer goes, can you speak to Steve? I think he might need to know what funds again you were transferring.
Right, so we'll speak about that later, as soon as I can decipher who wrote who and which funds are okay to go.
Sure, okay.
Because some of those answers are just coming through today.
Okay. And is there a penalty for having a negative MMDT?
No,
No fees
they're
or
going to take it
anything?
out of the gift account, whatever the bills were that created the negative.
Okay,
So that's fine.
okay, all right. All right, very good.
So that is the treasurer's report.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. The Friends have not met in the last 2 weeks. Okay, so that's actually a moot agenda item. The fundraising committee.
It's on Monday.
They do meet on Monday, that's right. So February 5th, and they will be in the Cooper Room
Right. Right. At 7 p.m.
at 7 p.m. Okay, then. All right, trustee updates. So any updates over the last 2 weeks about anything in particular?
So I met with Chase and Anthony and Chris Stoddard about the needs assessment study.
All together, the four of you?
No, I met with Chase once, and then I met with the other two
Oh, okay, all right.
later, voicing some of our concerns about some of the numbers.
Yeah,
I'm putting together a document, basically trying to take all of the numbers and make sure that all of the different options are comparing apples to apples,
Yes.
which they're not now.
which they're not now,
Um,
right.
So
Yeah.
that, I hope to finish this weekend
Right.
and get it out. And I believe, talking with Anthony and a couple others, there's going to be the goal is to have a committee
Oh,
from
okay.
the different boards to go through and figure out what is the best option going forward. So
Are you volunteering
I
to
am
be
volunteering to be on that committee.
on that committee? Okay, and is there a welcome mat for all of the stakeholders, the library, COA, Park and Rec?
So I think Anthony's hope was at the next Board of Selectmen's meeting, they would officially form this committee,
Okay,
and that all of the stakeholders would be involved. FinCom,
Yeah.
Council on Aging, Park and Rec, us, maybe, I'm assuming the schools, but I'm not positive, maybe
Right.
LCTV. I'm not sure
Okay.
how far it goes.
Okay,
Because there's a
yeah.
lot of people in this building, and I don't know how far they're taking it for,
Right, yeah.
so.
Well, I know that at the Board of Selectmen's meeting on when was it? When were we there? Was it just this last?
It was a week ago Monday, whatever that was.
22nd. Yeah, so on the 22nd, that when the town hall study report came in, I was encouraged to see that there was a recognition for the fact that the library, the Council on Aging, and Park and Rec are the three departments, I guess, needing the most accommodations and extra space. And I was happy to see that there were many people in the assembled audience who commented with respect to the library. And I'm glad that you have followed through with Chase and Anthony and Chris to, as you said, compare apples to apples, because the report did not do that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that.
And Love Your Library Days Saturday with the cookie sale, and come early to get a good selection.
So just to clarify, Mark, so is that the next step in this process, to have this group formed? There's nothing else?
As, well, that's out of our control, but the hope is that, the Board of Selectmen decide to form that group going forward.
Okay.
I don't believe there's anything else happening from the firm that they hired. I think they spent all the money. I think that's exhausted, right?
I think Anthony said you could have a couple of follow-up questions, but they weren't going to open up the report again, or the analysis again, yeah. Whew. 50,000. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It really has been 2 weeks since we've been here. Okay, any other updates? I have something in old business, so I can wait. Okay. All right, Sam, your report?
Okay. On January 25th, we held a staff meeting where we discussed circulation procedures, the winter reading program, and a new cash handling procedure. And then Molly Driscoll from MVLC came by, and she did some training for us on the new iOS system setting. Jenna and I have given separate tours of the library to Joe Knox, Cindy Napoli, and Paul Glavy. I think those went pretty well.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It was lovely to have them come in. It was nice.
On the 27th, a patron became stuck in the wheelchair lift for about 5 to 7 minutes. Eventually, after jiggling some stuff, I was able to get her out. Associated Elevator came by and they inspected it, and it turned out that the locking mechanism is too close to the door, so they think maybe she leaned against the door and it kind of jammed it. So they moved the locking mechanism over a little bit so that hopefully that won't happen again.
They didn't set fire to the thing and say, just be done with it.
And then as far as budget goes, we're doing pretty well. We're chugging along. We have about $20,000 left to spend in the next month or two. And then we'll start to turn over to trust and gift to reach more. And the salaries are also looking pretty good. And the rest is stats.
Do you want to mention your experience with Tutor.com?
I used it.
Okay. How'd it go?
It was awesome. I used it for some proofreading.
Okay.
And I had a big document I needed second eyes to look at, and I didn't have those other eyes, so I uploaded a portion of my report, and it was really cool. They can only do limited chunks of time, but they edited, and they not only made corrections, they explained why they made these corrections, so it was really valuable. It's a
Great.
valuable feature. It's really amazing.
Right. And the reason why I bring it up is to make the point that it's not just kids struggling with trigonometry homework and, parents who are liberal arts majors. It's adults can use it as well for
Everyone
things
can.
like proofreading and, is there
Is career help?
career help, resume,
The resumes?
work, all sorts of things, yeah. In fact, a friend of mine said she hadn't made a resume in 20 years, and I said, ooh, you might want to try Tutor.com through the library. So it's not just for kids.
Another thing was that I did get an email today from Lauren Starra at MBLC. The Board of Commissioners voted today to give funding to 2 libraries because 2 libraries did not pass their grants last year. Did not pass at town meeting. So they voted to give it to Irving and Monterey because they already got the process going of trying to get their buildings built at their town meeting. So the state decided to give them their grants.
They already got the okay at town meeting?
Irving and Monterey, you said?
Irving and Monterey, right.
Where are those?
Irving is way out Route 2, on the old part of Route 2, way on the other side of,
Okay.
way on the other side.
Oh, where the paper mill is?
Yes.
Yes. Where the where the paper towels come
Oh,
It's got a.
That's Irving.
It's got a funky
Terrible.
sign.
By the Connecticut
about
River.
Why to welcoming to Irving for some reason, I
Yeah,
forget.
yeah. It hasn't changed much in 40 years. the
Right,
piece
and it's near
piece of-
that King Philip's
Yeah, yeah,
Bridge,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? It's right around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're gonna have a nice library.
Full of paper towels. And what's the other one? Monterey?
Monterey.
Sounds like a lovely place to live. Where's that? Sounds like California. All right, then. Thank you, Sam.
Were those tiny projects, do you know?
I think so. I think one was only like less than 2 million,
Oh, okay.
and I'm not sure what the other one was.
I attended the medical quackery program, which was quite interesting, so.
It was pretty good.
Medical quackery.
I thought he was pretty good.
How was the attendance?
25.
Oh, big.
And the bread bake-off,
Is coming up,
Yep.
yeah.
On the 10th.
the 10th.
I forgot to mention too, I think I told you, I hope I did, that Council on Aging, the new intern came over, Jamie.
Mm.
Did I tell you that? Okay, and we took him around, gave him a tour
Yeah.
with, and I can't think of her name. She runs the thrift shop.
Barbara?
Barbara
Barbara
McCrae,
McCrae, yeah.
yeah. So,
Nice.
that was
Oh, a
nice.
tour of the library?
Yes, yes. So, she had just gone through a building project in Needham, and she was talking about that and talking about the, everything that they went through, so.
All right, then. Old business. Okay, first thing on the list here is NBLC.
Yeah, so they are willing to speak to us. If you guys have questions, just send them to me so that we can discuss them. They want to meet with me first before they meet with everybody else, so they just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Okay, all right, so questions to Sam
Yeah,
as soon as possible.
pretty much.
Okay. All right. The MMDT funds at the negative 52, no,
Yeah.
sorry, 252 balance.
So,
Should we, as
um,
trustees, put more money in the bank?
well, I think we voted last time, but we were told we couldn't because needs to be a town appropriation, but
Right.
we went through this last year. So I went through my emails. I found the email from Bonnie where she said that it was actually voted on in 2011, where you guys can transfer it in the middle of the year.
Right,
So,
yeah.
but she's been away, so I don't know if she and Steve have had a chance to communicate. So hopefully tomorrow it'll be
Okay.
fixed.
All right, so it says here, the proceeds shall be used without further appropriation by the library trustees.
Right.
Okay, all right.
And I also spoke to a MBLC and a lawyer at the Department of Finance, and they said that according to the law, the trustees have control over the funds. So they didn't understand why,
Why this even
Even
needed to
came up,
happen?
yeah.
Okay.
but.
Yeah, I think in the years, there's been some push and pull as to
Right.
what the law says and
Right.
how it's being interpreted. But at the very least, even if the interpretation was that law is, no one's aware of that law, this vote by the BOS in 2011 ought to cover what the law already did cover.
Right.
Got it.
Okay. So Bonnie sent us an email this afternoon, late.
Right.
You saw that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so will you be calling her tomorrow to
Yeah, I'll
suggest what
speak to her.
fund this comes out of? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and there was no Bartholomew. It's too early in the month to get to Bartholomew.
Right,
It usually comes out at the end of the first week, and this is the first day
right,
of the month, so
yes.
it's too early.
Too early. Okay then, so
I've seen that.
the email train and the phone calls and the clarification continue?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay, all right. Now that we've all taken a look at this, I think this needs to be incorporated into
Yeah, I'm gonna
the-
tape that on my wall for next year.
Right, and I think that for purposes of the agenda, or the minutes, I think
Yeah.
this needs, or
Sure.
ought to be, as well as these things that we've,
Yeah.
put in the minutes. So,
Right.
or maybe,
And
it's all done electronically, yeah? All right, so,
maybe we should email Henry the section of the law that we have here. Okay?
Can you pass it down?
sure. Your arm's not that long.
And enter that into the minutes also. We don't need a motion to do that, do we?
No, I think it's, because
Can I
we're,
borrow this to
you
take?
may
can
have
have
it.
it.
You can have
In
it.
fact,
Both of those.
Henry, you don't, we can get you electronic, when you submit the notes, the minutes, we can give you electronic copies of both of those things that we reference, so you don't need to,
Yeah, don't need to
reinvent the wheel and
paper.
retype it or
That's
anything.
right. All right.
But you can, in the minutes, I think, make a statement about
Yep.
referring to that vote
Good thing to
in
do.
April of 11.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Okay, so that will continue and eventually be resolved.
Yeah, I hope, like I said, it's just that Bonnie hasn't been, I don't know where she is.
Yeah.
What she's been doing, but
Well, hopefully Hawaii.
hopefully
Right.
something good.
Okay. All right. The next is the essay contest. I did go back onto the, through SurveyMonkey. We found it was an easy way to receive essays. So the second annual Love Your Library Essay Contest will be thematically a request that essay writers share what their library means to them, or whatever library means to him or her. I guess you're not really co-writing essays for them. And the form is live.
I have to put it on the website.
Okay, so as of tomorrow morning, you can go look on the website for a link to the survey. Facebook page will also have it, so it'll be available. You'll be able to find the link. I believe also Action Unlimited and The Independent will have information on how you can enter. There are 5 categories done by grades, so kindergarten, first and second, third, fourth, and fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth, high school, and adults. So in essence, Shaker Lane, Russell Street, middle school, high school, adults. And last year, I think we had close to 60 essays. And what we'll do is, over the course of, I think, till the 17th, we'll gather essays from people and then narrow those down to the top 3 in each category. And then we'll put it out for a townwide vote, as we had done last year. And people can pick their favorite in each category, and then those 5 will compete for the bragging rights of winning. Okay, so that begins on Groundhog Day. Okay. All right, and any other old business that comes to mind?
I didn't put it on here, but the stakeholders meeting, do we want to talk about?
Yeah, sure. So on the 28th, Katie and myself from the trustees, and Sarah Rombacher and Jen Banks from the fundraising committee, and Sam and Julie Frederickson from the staff, the 6 of us sat together for a couple of hours, 2.5 hours,
2 hours, yeah.
and talked about sort of the best ways that we can advocate and educate and encourage people and get people involved and have people be really excited about our lovely town asset of the library. And a couple of things flowed from that. One of which is the trustees, in some, I guess you could say, assigning of tasks. One of the things that we thought was important would be for the trustees to have a liaison with the schools. Someone who would feel comfortable bringing information to the school department, maybe encouraging the library. Like, for instance, at our last meeting, Mark had said that it would be smart to have the school librarians know about the essay program. So if we were to, among the 5 of us, select someone who's willing to do that, and be a liaison to the school, that would be really helpful. And perhaps not surprisingly, Demetra's name came up as a potential, in part because, well, a couple of things. Mark said he would do it, but if you're going to be doing the town hall assessment thing, that seems like a pretty busy thing to do. And you had said to me recently that you'd like to do something more. So your name came up, and we thought that it would be nice to have, have a contact person on our board to relate with the schools. So if you're willing to take that on.
Yes, I have children in those schools right now, and I have another one coming up, so I'm there. So I have no problem speaking to the librarians. I look forward to it.
Great, well, that would be appreciated. So that was one of the things that came out of that.
Elevator speech, Jen Banks is working on that.
Right, so, right, Sam said, Jen Banks is coming up with some, like a short encapsulation of where we are and where we want to go. Yeah.
And we're going to talk to other directors. I'm going to talk to other directors to find out about how their projects went. We're going to see if we can maybe get one of these directors to come here and have like a Q&A with the town in a public meeting.
Like a town hall kind of
Like a
forum?
town- yeah. Yeah, I think that was, and then we mostly just talked about the project. Letters to the editor. I think that was a trustee thing too.
Right, yeah. Right, so one other thing that came from that was the idea that we want to encourage our patrons and people who have said really good things about the library to share that more publicly in encouraging people to let the editor of the Littleton Independent know. And quite frankly, I would also welcome letters to the editor that talk about the woman who got trapped in our subpar lift. I mean, not that I think that really brings to a fine point the Band-Aid repairs that we are continuing to do. And we are fortunate that she was of good humor and was not in any way, I don't know,
Yeah, she was a pretty.
panic-stricken or over it, but she was where she didn't want to be for a period of time, and that does fall to us. So, okay, any new business, publicizing programs?
We only have 2 spots. If anybody, I was going to put it up on the website today, but we only have 2 spots left for the Valentine craft. So sign up now if you have your phones. You make a Morse code bracelet. It's really pretty cool. Yeah, it's great because there's certain, like, you can personalize it in Morse code for, I don't know, Jenna loves Rob. Maybe not tonight, but most days. And you can do it in Morse code
Right.
and
So it's,
wear
you put
it.
dots
and dashes.
and circles, right?
Yep,
Yep.
it's really
On a little
cute.
thin,
Yep.
like seed beads, right? Like little ones, yeah. When is that?
Cheryl is spearheading that,
Okay.
and that is on Tuesday, the 6th, I believe.
Okay.
If Tuesday is the 6th.
Yep.
Yep. And there's only 2 slots left. I pulled my name out so 2 people could go. So,
Okay. That's one program. Next.
Yep. What do we have after that? We have the bread bake-off. That's on a Saturday.
It's what, 1 to 2 in the Cooper Room on Saturday the 10th?
12:30 to 2.
Right.
12:30 to 2.
12:30 to 2, okay. And
Then we
how
have,
many years has that been going? Like
I think it's the 8th one.
8th?
Yeah.
That is a good one for grazing.
It is a very good
Go
one.
get some tasty, tasty bread.
Yeah. And enter as well, right? You can go just to eat, but you also could make your own, so. And then can you both share about what's happening on Saturday here at our library?
Sure. Steve Blank is the kid's performer. He's coming
Okay.
to, I think he's a singer. So that's going to be great. And then there's also going to be several story times throughout the day that Diane is putting up. And then we'll have the cookie sale until the cookies are out, like usual.
This Saturday?
And the cookie sale starts like at, right away?
Yes.
Like you basically walk in the door.
10:30.
10, so you give people a little time to
Yeah.
set up. Okay.
Don't wait because
No,
they go
don't wait,
fast.
because they were almost all gone an hour into it last year.
And they are good cookies.
They are good cookies. We had cookies one week, next week we got bread. What are we doing on the 17th? We should have, salad. A salad competition. No, nobody wants salad competition. Okay, any other?
Yeah, we have a Celtic, Joe Leary, he's been on Celtic Sojourn, and that's if you ever listen on a Saturday, he's played with them on radio, and he is going to be doing a concert for us and on Irish music in time for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, fun.
And then in April, we have Ruben Sanchez, who ran the Olympic long distance race in London, and he will be running in Tokyo. Is that the next Olympics that comes up? So he's,
I thought it was in South
Korea,
Korea.
yeah, South Korea.
That's the winter one.
So-
that's the winter,
Olympics
it'll be the
is
next
South Korea.
summer.
Oh, next summer.
Right, because it's a marathon. And he'll be talking about his experience as a runner.
Oh, that's
And so
great.
it's right in time for the Boston Marathon.
Awesome.
And he'll be running the marathon. And so you'll have some stiff competition, Mark.
It's a little faster than me.
But,
Are you running
Boston?
in April?
No, I'll be volunteering.
But he's going to talk about how he gives back to the community
Yeah.
and
How
how
old is he, do you
history.
know?
He's about 29. He works at UMass Lowell as an academic advisor, and he, his parents, he came here at 13, and don't ask me from where because I don't know the country, but he's really has an attitude of giving back to the community because he feels so blessed with everything he's received.
Sure.
So we're just giving him an honorarium, and he's coming out and going to talk. And then
That is
who do we
really
have
cool.
in May is our crop circle man.
Right, he's doing a program on crop circles.
Awesome.
Yes,
Cool. The suspicious ones?
yes,
Oh.
That's in May?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Jenna, I had thought about this agenda item because I wanted to ask about, we have so many resources online, the electronic resources, but there's, so much there that I think people don't know about. And I walked into the Maynard Library recently, and they have these cool little bookmarks that advertise the different programs that they have. Like you can download free music, or we offer so much. I'm just wondering, can we do something like that?
Sure.
Is that like an expense, or?
No, a lot of the marketing material comes from like Hoopla gives us stuff, right?
No, she means like creating like a
You want-
pamphlet or like some sort of bookmark.
No, there's
that-
like the bookmark. Oh, I should have brought them because I picked up two.
Do you mean created by the Maynard Public Library, or do you mean like it'll say like download free videos
No,
here?
she means they have like dates of upcoming programs at Maynard.
No, I mean.
Oh, that's what I thought, sorry.
Oh, okay.
One was for a specific music program that you could access through the library, and it was a little bookmark that said "Download free music," and I forget the name of the program.
Friggle.
Oh, yeah, we have those.
You have those?
Yeah, we have them.
They're on the as you come in.
I think some of them are at the desk.
Okay.
The sort of
I've seen
desk.
them before too.
Yeah.
But are you also thinking, oh, wouldn't it be great leading up to the crop circles to have a little, like a little mini flyer or something?
Well, that's a great idea too. I wasn't actually thinking of that.
Well, we do that, right? Monthly, we have the
Yeah.
monthly programs, and it's a trifold, and it's got the adult stuff, and then the kids' stuff's on the back? Or
Mhm.
teens, I don't remember how it's, maybe the adult stuff's on the back. So,
But do we have something for like the tutor.com
Mhm.
and for Ancestry?
Yeah, they send us all that stuff.
So we've got those materials, okay.
Yeah, downstairs in the test prep area, like the AP tests and things, there's posters for databases that will help you with test prep.
is it downstairs? Oh, there's a whole other floor in the library? There's a 3-floor library thing. It's confusing. Okay, so they have them. We have them. We have little.
But you know what? If you're not seeing them,
Yeah.
Right.
we're not putting them in a place that, so we need to figure out where people would be looking for them.
Because I saw these in Maynard right at the circulation desk.
Well, that's where I was at.
Yeah, that's where.
Why didn't I see them?
I don't know, we should go on do a, what's it
Huh.
called? Cognizance mission to see. Okay, so this Saturday, bring your child to the library. Love your library. Write an essay about your library. Come check out books at the library. Any other thoughts?
I think it would be nice to, every few months probably, hold like a program, if you will, saying like what the services the library offers, like showing people how to use the different databases and what they are, because we have them, but just because they have them, people don't necessarily know about them or what they do, or figure out a way to showcase them a little better. Maybe it's calling one, maybe in like the Rubens notes or that is sent out every month, you focus on one and say, you know, this is what this does, and just a way of publicizing what they are a little better and what you can get at.
Mark, are you talking primarily about the e-library stuff that
Yes.
Sam
The
references?
databases
Yeah,
and things
okay.
like that.
Yep.
I mean, we call out the programs and things in the notes, but we don't
Right,
call
yeah,
out
no, it's
the
true.
non-book services that we offer.
Oh, Sam, we upped our hoopla, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just went from 13 loans to 30. So you can
Yeah.
download to your heart's content, one every day.
Yeah. And what they told us is that we offer.
Sorry, was your quote, we upped our hoopla?
Yeah, so Hoopla has a limit every month of how many times a patron can use it.
Right.
So it was 15, we upped it to 30. So now
We upped our hoopla.
we upped our Hoopla. Yeah.
And what does that hoopla let you do?
Hoopla is like Netflix, it's like
Yeah.
movies and TV shows. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to find Hoopla
Yeah.
and download the little app on your phone so you can play it from your TV. They have tons of great content for video, for music, for audiobooks, for ebooks. Hoopla's my go-to.
Isn't The Handmaid's Tale on that there, or is that Hulu?
It's Hulu.
That's
It's on Hulu.
We've not upped our Hulu, just our hoopla. Okay, so to Mark's suggestion, would it be possible to do a little instructional video where you could maybe feature a naive library trustee who knows nothing about hoopla and comes in and says, "Oh, hello, Helen.
Well, we
Can
have-
you show me how to use hoopla?"
We have Niche Academy, which is videos that show you how to use the databases.
Niche Academy shows us how to use the databases.
Yes.
Oh, so it's already been done?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, all right. But to Mark's point,
We could have like an open
sharing,
house. or-
sharing
yeah.
some more information about
Yeah.
hoopla,
Mhm.
now that it's been upped. Okay,
It could also be the kind of thing that, I mean, if Susan's gonna be, or if the library's gonna be posting more on Facebook,
Yep,
it could
we could
go
do that,
there,
highlight the databases. Yeah.
It's in the newsletter, you'll be getting it in a few days. We put Hoopla that we've, you know, in the content and all the reasons why you should try it.
Yeah, they told us
I
that
believe you.
$40,000 worth of material has gone out, and we've
Mhm.
spent $4,000 to
get
offer
that.
it.
Wait, say that again?
So patrons have taken out $40,000 worth of materials.
Yes?
But the library only spent $4,000 to offer that.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good return on investment right there. 1 to 10.
Yeah.
But now that we all know more about it, it'll be like 1 to 20. We're going to start really doing stuff. All right. Anything else that we need to touch on before we entertain a motion to, oh my goodness, adjourn in fewer than 45 minutes? We should meet at 6:30, everyone.
and they didn't eat though.
I was just scanning the, what do you call it? Our database. I was looking for Niche Academy. I finally found it, but it's really small. The line it has is really small.
Yeah, okay.
So I was, I just, maybe, could that get bigger?
I think maybe because you're looking at an iPad. On computers, it's usually,
Different from,
Yeah.
all right.
But then again, it's there among a list of things, right?
No, it's all the way at the bottom of all the things that are listed. Just
Oh.
one little narrow line that says, click here for Nietzsche Academy database video tutorials. Right, and that's after everywhere else. So I was looking up in N for Nietzsche Academy.
Right.
And it's not there. So it's all the way at the bottom.
All right,
just
I can
saw
add it.
by here. This is not a big deal.
Staff-wise, Catherine will be coming back, right?
oh yeah, Catherine's coming back on Tuesday.
Oh,
She brought the babies to the meeting.
oh,
They're
are
really
they
cute.
adorable?
They're really cute.
That's nice. That's nice. All right then.
Make the motion to adjourn?
Second
Our
it.
next meeting is, that date is set in stone. That's a good one, March 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Yeah, can you come on March 1st?
That's what it says.
Yeah.
I'm asking just to be sure.
Yeah, so our next meeting is March 1st?
Okay,
Yes.
we just should mention it. So we just did.
We just mentioned it, March 1st, we'll be
Yes.
back here, same bat time. Oh, maybe not the same bat time, but definitely the same bat channel, for
Okay.
sure. All right, thanks.
And there was motion, so I'll second it.
All in favor of adjourning in under 45 minutes?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.